On Friday, April 26th, some of my meteorology friends and I decided to go storm chasing. Our target area was the quad state area of Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska, since the region had an enhanced chance of severe weather set by the Storm Prediction Center. At 11 a.m. that day, we headed towards Hiawatha, Kansas to start our adventure.
All right, good afternoon, peeps. We are in Hiawatha, Kansas, and we're out having a blast, storm chasing. And so we're kind of stuck, not really knowing where we're going, considering we've got a tornado-warned storm over here that we could chase that way, or we've got even more storms forming down the line to where we could go find those or just wait and see where they want to head. So we're really just kind of playing the waiting game right now.
For the chase, I was joined by my friends Brady Wormnest, Jimmy Bergman, and Ben Schaefer. We had a lucky start to the action since when we arrived at Kansas, a wall cloud had already begun to form. There was also a strong low-pressure system that was moving across the plains, but the dry line, a barrier between moist and dry air, was already waiting for us at the eastern Kansas border. At this point, we were getting really excited because there was a second cell that was forming close to the original one. Here's Ben explaining the science behind it all.
All right, we are looking right now at two supercell storms off to our west, and we are watching as one is developing right now. First, a rain-free base, so you can see where it's really dark off to the right. That's a lot of heavy rain and hail. But to the left here, it's clear. It's a rain-free base, and then this lowering here in the clear slot is developing wall cloud right now, and it looks like it may be starting to rotate. So we're watching here for potential tornado. Hearing the buzzing right now, there might be a warning going off, but we have a great view here to the west as we see this developing wall cloud as this storm starts to rotate. So we'll keep an eye on it. We're going to track it as it moves off to the northeast. Developing wall cloud. Literally 3 minutes ago, there was nothing right here. It was just pretty much a rain-free base, but now this lowering is a very well-defined wall cloud. You can feel right now we have winds that are out of the southeast. Those winds are providing fuel for the storm, and they're basically wrapping back into the storm to the northwest and feeding the rotation right there that we can see through that wall cloud there. So it's really interesting just to feel, again, this very strong inflow. So we're in a good spot right now to watch this storm. Let's go tracking a tornado-warned storm. Northeastern Kansas, EV on the wheel. That wall cloud right here. Remain. Oh my God. You guys see look where that lowering is? Yeah. That could become a tornado.
That lowering ended up just being a funnel, but the tail end Charlie, or the close second storm, did give us some trouble with hail when we crossed into Nebraska.
Turn right up here at the light.
At the light, turn right?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God, look how that...
We had about quarter-sized hail right where we were, and now there's strong rotation that just passed us, and now the sirens are going, so we're gonna get back in the car.
This is genuinely one of the coolest days of my life. I love this day.
When we got back on the road, we were just chasing some beautiful clouds that hadn't really shown any rotation yet because we lost a storm that was rotating when you just heard the sirens there, but that's okay. We kept going, and we eventually pulled over to check out a storm when my friend Brady turned around and noticed something out in the distance. Just to the right of the pointed trees was in fact a confirmed tornado. This was really special because this was mine and Ben's first tornado that we had directly seen with our own eyes. When we got back on the road, we saw multiple different funnels being produced from different rotating cells. We did call these in to the Omaha and Kansas City Weather Service stations. The cells we were chasing were moving at highway speeds, which made them extremely difficult to chase since the rules of the road still had to be obeyed. But as the day was coming to an end, The clouds were moving east and we got to see some of the most beautiful structures we had ever seen. In total, we chased 4 rotating supercells, saw 3 funnels, and were rewarded with a beautiful sunset. I'd like to thank my friends for joining me on this wonderful excursion, and I'd like to thank my car for getting us through this 21-hour chase.